Hello, Christ St. Paul's. What a challenging, different, and unique year 2020 has become. As we began this year, the vestry, together at our annual vestry retreat, made a decision that we would gather together weekly and do study via Zoom. When we did that, we thought this was a brand new technology that no one knew anything about. And we began to read a book entitled Canoeing the Mountains. It was learning how to navigate the terrain of a totally different environment as you enter into it, not knowing what lies ahead. Well, we began those studies, and little did we know how applicable that study would actually become. For, of course, as you know, in late March, we began to no longer be able to have services with people in the church, and we began a 100% online presence. Our transition from one to the other went pretty smoothly and pretty successfully, and now we embark on that transition of coming back into the church and offering in-person services as well as long online services. As we get to this point, after many hours of discussion, Nancy and I have prayerfully discerned that the time has come for me to step down as the rector of Christ St. Paul's and for us to begin the process of leadership transition. How well I remember 28 years ago, across the street in the old St. Paul's Parish Hall, Nancy and I came out to the country to meet with a new vestry. We got lost that very night, and we began to look around and had to call, and we finally found our way in and met the wonderful people of Christ St. Paul's. And there began a journey that has taken us to so many wonderful and great places and experiences with you, the people of Christ St. Paul's. At that point in our ministry, we determined that probably the strategy for us would be that before Matthew graduated from high school, even started high school, that we would probably make our move back home to Texas. Well, today, Matthew stands on the other side of this camera filming for me as an accomplished filmographer, videotaping for me this presentation to you all with his family and 3 children now settled and living in Dallas. We knew nothing then of what God had in store for us over the next 28 years of faithful, loving, incredible ministry together with you. As I look around the church this morning, I'm reminded of so many different people in so many different ways that together as the body of Christ, we've served together, worked together, ministered together, and had a powerful impact in our community, in our diocese, and across the globe. I have such great and fond memories of those that have come as a part of this parish, on those whose shoulders we stand. I look around in each one of these chairs and the pews and the altar and that beautiful cross that remind me that together God has done a powerful work in and through our shared partnership and ministry together. And now, I believe the Lord is ready to take Christ St. Paul's to a new height of ministry. We have an outstanding staff in place. Lynn, Tim, Andrew, Tapley, the vestry. We are poised to make a huge impact in the weeks and years and months to come. And I believe this is a perfect time for a new and fresh leadership to take the realms and move on forward into the future. Nancy and our entire family are so very thankful and blessed for how well you all have loved each and every one of us. Your love has been the overriding foundation of what has made this place what it is today. And I know that that same love is the very love that will carry you and this place and Nancy and I into this next season together in new and different ways. I love the fact that our friendship will not end with this transition. It'll just change. And I realize how hard that is, and I'm discovering as I've been sharing with the leadership and we've been talking about this change, how hard it is for me. I love each of you very, very deeply. This is not an easy transition, but I believe it's a godly transition and one that we will see God bless in many powerful, powerful ways. I so wanted to be able to come and tell each one of you personally, but the sheer volume and with the restrictions of the pandemic, it really wasn't practical. So I'm excited that Matthew's able to help me send this message to you personally today. The wardens and I have met with Bishop Lawrence and begun the formal process. And working together with the vestry and the staff, our plan is to begin and continue the fall programming in Kids Zone, Youth Quest, and adult ministries just as we've planned. We have an exciting fall ahead of us with many opportunities for growth and discipleship. While that's taking place, simultaneously, the vestry will begin its work and process of beginning the search for a new rector for Christ St. Paul's. God willing, they will be able to accomplish their work by the end of this year, and we can pass that baton of transition into a new year and a new future for Christ St. Paul's in 2021. Nancy and I will begin our work of transition, saying our goodbyes, and ultimately departing Christ St. Paul's by the end of this calendar year. There's a song by Michael W. Smith called Friends that really captures the essence for me of what I'm trying to communicate for you today. And so if I can make it through it, I'd like to read you the lyrics of that. Picking up the dreams God planted in the fertile soil of you, I can't believe the hopes He's granted means a chapter of your life is through. But we'll keep you close as always. It won't even seem you've gone, 'cause our hearts in big and small ways will keep the love that keeps us strong. And friends, or friends forever, if the Lord's the Lord of them. I love you dearly, and as hard as this is, I trust that the Lord has a plan and a future for you and Christ St. Paul's and for Nancy and me, and that as long as our trust and faith is in Him, the future is bright all around. I ask for your prayers for us, for our vestry, for our bishop, and for Nancy and me, and I look forward to these remaining months together in ministry. God bless each and every one of you.